I'm in here. Come on. We've got snails. You've got snails. Yeah. Okay. Okay, you need to calm down. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the shrimp tank. I've been gone a week, which feels more like a month in YouTube time, and you may have noticed that the channel has a new look. I'm very happy with it. I think it's because it's spring, you know, the sun's out, it's getting warmer, and I just needed a fresh start on my channel, something just new. And yeah, I'm enjoying it, and I'm also enjoying the weather right now. I mean, I was going to say it was warm, but it was probably only 16 degrees Celsius, but I was out in shorts. The sun was out, that means my shorts are out. But back to the tank. The tank has had its first residents, and they have been in there for about 2 weeks now, nearly 2 weeks anyway. There are 8 Nerite Snails. There were 9, but we'll get to that in a moment. So basically, my tank was getting taken over by algae, in particular hair algae. It's just hideous, and I knew it was time to get some snails, and I had to really avoid scraping this off and cleaning it. Like, I wanted to so bad, but I was like, no, when the snails get here they will eat it or it'll be perfect. So I ordered some online, and they were meant to be with me in 24 hours, but they didn't get to me till over a week later. Now, I won't say who I bought them from off eBay, but what I will say is you get what you pay for. You try to find cheap ones, you get a bad service. And I actually thought it was just someone who had a tank, who obviously the snails might breed, and they were selling off some of the babies. No, it was a shop. So, and also I know that they just got some in from a breeder and then sent them straight out to me when they got them in. So they were selling them even though they weren't in stock. And then as soon as they came into them, they sent them to me, which is kind of bad, because even like shops that people look down at a bit, even they will keep the snails in for at least a few days or a week before selling them to the public, because there could be something wrong with them, and a lot of them die, which I think is what happened here, but we'll get to that in a bit. So, when I was waiting, because I was waiting for so long for these snails, I went out and bought 4 other ones from a local aquatic shop, and I got 2 zebras and 2, okay, I'm going to say union snails. Basically, they're spelt like onion, and I said onion and looked like a right tit, because all the guys were like, no, it's a union. And I was like, I don't know what this is. It's just a red snail with dots on it. Let's just say that. So I got 4 of them. And then the ones from eBay finally turned up, and there were 5 of them. 2 horned ones, a plain black one, and 2 of those union onion ones. Sadly though, one of those has since died. Well, the body is still in the shell, but it's hard and it doesn't react when you touch it, and it hasn't moved in over a week. So yes, he has ceased to be. He's expired and gone to meet his maker. He is an ex-snail. I really feel like people won't get that reference. You just think I'm going off on one, but okay. It's a reference. I'm not even that old, but I feel old even saying it. Anyway, so the snails so far have done a fantastic job of cleaning up the tank. They have completely cleared all of the walls of whatever the white stuff was. The hair algae seemed to be growing from the white stuff. And now I think they are kind of starting to go over some of the plants. I know Nerite snails are meant to just leave the plants alone, like they won't actually eat the plants, they will eat the algae. Although it does look like they have been on the Bucephalanda or Bucephalanda or whatever. That has not grown at all, and it looks like it's been munched at. And sadly, some of the hair algae is like over a lot of the plants and even the moss. And I did a water change the other day and I took a lot of it out. But as you can see, it's growing pretty thick and fast. Talking though of the plants and the growth and all of that, they haven't grown that much. One of the plants at the back, it looked like dead basically. I think it's because the old filter kept getting sucked near into that. It never probably had roots and stuff. But it has since sort of sprung new plants, so hopefully something good will come of that. And I know in a previous video I mentioned I was using like the Seacham's Flourish and Flourish XL. Well, turns out I was putting in 0.03 millilitres instead of 0.3 millilitres. what I was meant to put in. So it's probably had little to no effect on the tank, and since finding out that I was completely underdosing it, I haven't actually used it since, so I will start getting into that because I got distracted with the snails and that. I was trying to stop the algae growing so much, so I will try to use that again because it was expensive and I really want to use it, and hopefully the plants will grow. One of the plants that's probably doing the best is the moss. If you see it from the first time that I put it together and stuck it on that driftwood, it has grown crazy, so I'm very happy with it. One thing I thought I'd mention before I forget is the Nerite snails. These particular type of snails, they do not breed unless they're in salt water, so I don't have to worry about them overpopulating. I'll probably just have 8 snails in total, and that's definitely fine for this tank. But they do apparently still lay eggs in fresh water, but they're infertile, but apparently very, very difficult to remove, so that should be fun. Anyway, a few weeks ago on Facebook and Instagram, I asked you guys to give me some name suggestions for some snails, and I've been through them all. I've taken some I like that you have suggested, I've taken some that I like that I've suggested to myself, and I've come up with some names. So let's go through them. First of all, we have the 2 little horned snails, and they are called Billy Bob and Bobo. Then we have Black Betty, the black snail. Then we have Gary and Gilly, the zebra snail. So Gary's the yellow one and Gilly's the red one. Then we have Shelley, the big red union onion snail, and Sheldon, the little red union onion snail. Someone needs to correct me. I'm 100% sure I'll have so many comments of people telling me how to pronounce. I've got it wrong, haven't I? I've got it wrong. Okay, let's move on. And then finally, we have Phoebe, which is short for Fibonacci, and that is a yellow union onion spotty snail. Let's call it a spotty snail. Okay. So as for the other guy, I don't know what to do with him, whether I should just leave him in the tank longer. Like, I've had giant African land snails in the past. They live till they're like 6 or 7, and of course when they die, their body disintegrates basically, and then you're left with an empty shell, which I'm not at the moment technically with this one. So I don't know what to do. Let me know in the comment section below. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this catch up. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.